Ever had a Adolf Chaplin moustache?
Don't do that.
If Jenna said that she would go and do it for you, would you then vote?
No.
No.
I'll be upset.
So that's what I generally do. If you have some kind of recommendation that you think it would look good on my giant head, then you can tell me what to do.
You know what I think we should do? Make an appointment for me to sit down and you come on here today.
We could do that.
So earlier, I like this. It's like,
Yeah.
That's it. The montage aspect.
Yeah. Okay.
My name is Carlos Costa. I work for Beardbrand. I've been doing this for quite a long time. I'm pretty sure I've had almost every single haircut on earth. Looks like I got a wig on. Oh man, this is so good. I haven't had a haircut. When did you cut my hair last time?
Oh, mate.
2-3 months ago.
Yeah. You've not had a haircut since then?
No.
Oh, man. No wonder you need a haircut. Okay, what we'll do is I'm just going to check through the whole haircut anyway, because you've got like areas that we can take a little bit of weight out, tidy up through the edges. I'm just going to do a scissor cut today, Carlos, because it's much more sympathetic. Like, so the tip is, like, when you're growing your hair out, if you keep going in with the clippers, it's so harsh and they're so sharp and they leave such sharp edges, it really takes you back to where maybe you were 6 or 8 weeks ago, and I don't want to do that. So with a scissor, I can be a lot more sensitive to what you're doing, and I can just take little tiny winny edges off that need taken off without going in with a pair of clippers and just cutting straight lines in there. As you're growing it out, I want to cut at my angles. I want to cut so that it comes back and it sits back. With a pair of clippers, you don't tend to do that. Okay, so let's just do that today. And then you said that I could just play with the beard today, didn't you?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to the beard.
So I'm gonna play with the beard.
You can surprise me. I don't really care. I was gonna say something, now I forgot. Old age, man. I don't like being old. Or maybe I should have not taken so many drugs when I was younger, and I would have more brain cells still.
Carlos has just killed his brain cells off. Well, you didn't kill the brain cells off, but all the drugs did, didn't they?
That's not your fault.
No, it's not your fault. It was the manufacturer's fault.
Whoever
it was the Colombian.
Created LSD,
it was the Colombian guy.
Heroin and shit. Oh man.
And that's not a slur on all Colombians. I'm just saying that's probably his. That was his choice. That was his.
What's up? Tim Callis from Chicagoland, but been in Austin, Texas for about 11 years, so we kind of rep the Texas style, but you know, out here they're pretty particular. I own Sub-Zero Cold Plunge, and then I also coach and develop salespeople.
That's what I'm saying. It's an even trade. Okay, so a couple of questions actually. Number one, I noticed that back here, you take it up all the way to that cowlick.
I do take it a bit high, yeah.
Okay, now, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm asking, is that what you want, or do you want to try more of a classic gentleman?
I would try to do more of like the classic. I think I do that because that cowlick, it's hard for me to look in the back of a mirror and try and cut it.
Yeah.
I just kind of trim it down because it's hard for me to fade that.
What I'm thinking of more, because you have it here and then it actually comes up. Mm-hmm. So normally I would go across and do a nice drop back because you do have a nice round head in your occipital bone. So to do more of like a, kind of a classic gentleman's cut, start with a 0, you said about mid height. Mm-hmm. You like that?
JW Galloway, and I'm from Austin. Born and raised. I work up at the Capitol. I'm a chief of staff for one of the state senators there.
So, Mr. JW, this is getting along. What you feel like doing today, man? This is it getting too out of whack, or what are we just kind of?
I mean, it's definitely thick. Probably need to take some weight out.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the length, but it is getting a lot to manage.
Real obvious that you need to get back in the chair?
You know, it's also just good to get in the chair and come and hang out here. So I keep telling you, you need to get the old chest set up there. So on those free days, that you can just come and hang out and yell at people like.
Jesse wanted to bring that chessboard in, right? You wanted to get the chess going up in the shop.
Yeah, just that's all the old movies, right? Just.
Yeah, I would love Coming to America. And
Yeah.
These guys are just
They're
in the
yelling
background.
at,
You know what? I wonder
Talking
if they're
shit.
actually moving the pieces at all, because
yeah.
we've all watched
They
that
just
movie
sit in
1,000
there.
times,
Yeah.
but we've never actually paid attention to see if they're actually playing.
That's a great point.
There was one in particular, you were growing it out long, and I styled it, I blow dried it, it looked great, and I was like, dude, go take all of your Tinder profile pics right now, like, go take that updated, Texas Senate, Texas Congress, like, what is it called, a headshot? Go do that right now. So creating the shape, making sure that everything was nice and balanced, and moving forward, we're going to start adding some texture, making it a little lighter so that it, like we were saying earlier, we don't sacrifice too much of the length that he's enjoying, but it still feels lighter. It's still 100 degrees outside. He's in sports, he's plenty busy. We want to make it light and airy, textured.
Oh,
I've changed. I'm a changed man.
You're a changed man.
Yeah, I am. Dude, we get up in the morning. We both clean the house every day because of the pets.
Yeah.
I'll do most of I'll do the hoovering, she does the dusting. Wash the dog balls, blah, 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 feed the dogs. I'm a changed man.
That's what life's about, right? A good partnership is a balance, isn't it? And men don't check them enough, do they? This is a thing.
I do.
Check your balls.
I check my balls.
I check my balls. I sometimes check other people's.
I haven't got to that part.
I think you should open the video with that soundbite.
Sometimes I check other men's balls, but that's only footballs.
Yeah.
Or soccer, if you're American.
For example, veado. It's like a deer. The four-legged animal.
Yeah.
In your forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Brazilians veado means gay.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I remember when that first time I heard about that stuff, that was, obviously Rogan talking a lot about it. And then that, what's that, Wim Hof?
Wim Hof, yeah, that's the OG right there.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, he's crazy, of course, but I guess what he got into it, and for a lot of people too, it's like, you start for like injuries, but I found more about like cognitive benefits.
More what now?
Cognitive, like mental
Is
clarity.
that right? Yeah.
And so I guess he got into it because his wife committed suicide, right? And he was super depressed, and he started. He lived out in the middle of nowhere, right? And with a pond in frozen, he jumped in and felt better. The only time he felt good for a long time.
Yeah.
And so he was kind of like the pioneer in that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's what I find to be the most beneficial now that I don't have these chronic injuries that I deal with.
Okay.
It's really just that it's a huge, boost in dopamine, and you feel alert, better than a cup of coffee. You feel happy, so it's great for people with depression and anxiety and mood disorders, or just a shitty day.
You know what'd be better than that? A 37-degree cup of coffee, I bet.
It's a 37. Yeah.
Suck it, gentlemen.
Yeah.
So what Stetson did you actually
I ended up with one of the open roads, which again, I never wanted because everybody and their mom at the Capitol has one because they all want to be LBJ, but...
So open roads are like mullets, like everyone gets them at one point,
Yeah.
and then nobody gets them, but the
Yeah.
guys who still rock them are the ones that really
Yeah.
fucking...
I got one of the fancier ones, more money than I wanted to spend on it, but it was like...
you got that nice belt.
Yeah, the full beaver, and I was like, let's go with that. It'll last
What color
forever.
did you get the,
it's like a
silver?
dark gray. And then, they're selling the feathers there for like $50, and I was like, nah, I got pheasant feathers at home, like the bird I shot. Like I'm gonna use one of those. So you got like my own feather in there.
I have a hawk feather in one of my cowboy hats, and it's not the most substantial, awesome hawk feather.
Yeah.
But it was the one that I found in this mine, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Ever had a Adolf Chaplin moustache?
Shit, don't do that. Not that.
Just put your tongue in that bit. That's it. You don't want an Adolf Chaplin? Who? I mean, people don't really tend to have that moustache anymore, do they?
I wonder why.
Fashion bust.
It's weird, isn't it, how fashions change.
There you go, Carlos.
I'm curious. I want to see what it did to my face.
Give it a turn around the viewpoint.
No.
Oh, no.
Ah,
Surprise.
Surprise, surprise. The king is back.
Well, look at you now, sitting on top of the world with billions, right?
Right, here
Fuck
we
you,
are.
Elon Musk. We got this. All right. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm just
Okay.
looking at my.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just looking.
I'm good, bro.
Just looking at my face, bro. It's all good.
I'll make sure I'm still here.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so one of those and the hairlines. Look at this over here, dude. So one of the things with these, with the hard parts, is sometimes that could be a bit trouble. Right there. Yeah, the hair comes this way, and your line's supposed to go across that way. You see what I mean? And so I have to go and you got to be careful when on these right here when the hairline does that.
Because if you cut into it, it cuts into the...
It'll, because of the angle that the hairline goes and you're trying to go straight, it'll leave some longer hairs as, it curves out, you know what I mean? So we're just going to put the line down the middle, like the old barbers back in the day.
I would like to refine his mustache. There was one time that we did something and I felt bad about it. I didn't like it. Was it a mustache thing?
Yeah, I think I'd been like growing out the edges to fit with the beard a little more.
I think I was a little
'cause
too aggressive
I
on
have
it.
two cowlicks there as well, and so have to grow it out a little longer. And I think you cut it a little shorter.
And I knew
with
it
the beard,
immediately
and
too. I
you're
was like,
oh no.
oh no.
Yeah, but yeah, it grows back.
Oh yeah, I would have never admitted to that mistake as it was happening, but after the fact,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, now that it's grown out, it looks great. So you can see he's got this crazy cowlick right here. When that beard grows out, it does all kinds of wacky things. So we have to accommodate for that kind of stuff because that's not going anywhere. And the only thing that you could do to really get rid of it is shave it all off or grow it really, really long. And sometimes he has done that, so it's just getting comfortable with some of those awkward phases in between where that hair is just stubborn enough that you have to manipulate it in a way that it looks proper. But sometimes that means cutting that side a little shorter and aggressively because it still looks the same length as everything else, but it totally isn't.
We can that off. Sure.
We can fuck that off.
Yeah. I'm not going to wear that.
So you don't have a plan? You're just going to sort of just move around and see what's going on? And Oh, that's really cool, man.
You know how you fine tune these lines on these beards, Sly? You go like this. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Show Tim so he knows.
I went like this. Yeah. Look at it and like, that'll work.
Yeah.
I got all about that. Temple Smoke Utility Oil is a pre-shave balm. We're gonna put it on them and glide our way to victory. That's not gonna be a bumper sticker any fucking time soon.
We'll just grab some of the simple smoke paste. A little goes a long way.
Now I look like a gangster, Mexican gangster.
Yeah.
Hey, amigos. Now I can say it.
Now you can say it properly.
Hey, ándale, ándale, amigos.
Yeah, man, it's for your Adam's apple has biceps and shit. Jesus Christ, it's awesome. It's impressive. No, it's just like a man. It's like a sack of apples.
That's what a real man looks like.
That's what I'm saying. Shit. And I'll take a picture later. Actually, give me a copy of that shit.
For weird beard trims and haircuts and a lot of shit talking. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks,
No,
mate.
yeah, it's a great place. And good haircuts, good beard trims, so for sure.
Thanks, brother.
Amigos! Amigos!
That was an experience. You know, usually my haircut is more of just like a get this over with so I can get on with the rest of my day. But that was, I feel like super relaxed after that. Like I felt like I've been like really taken care of, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't do that for myself. So that felt good.
Nice to come in, especially out of rugby season too. Like you get a lot of that banter, you know, at practice and stuff. And then when you're, you know, not out there with the guys, it's always great coming here and getting the banter. And,